Hello everyone, and welcome back to Prepping from the Ground Up. As you know, I'm Heath. My fiance Miranda, she's the one carrying the camera right now. Don't worry, one day we will get her in a video. Now, today we're going to go over some of the stuff that we picked up at Costco, some of the bulk stuff that we're going to stock our pantry with that will either stay there or we will rotate out. Basically, you want to try and keep a year's supply, so whenever we go out, we try and pick up a little bit more than what we actually need so we can put it in our pantry. Now, you may notice terrible editing jobs in this video, and blunders in the speeches, and little mistakes here and there. Basically, this video series is so that you're following us from exactly where we are all the way to the end. So any mistakes we make, any fumbles that we have along the way, you get to see them, and we're not doing a show on, hey, here's 20 great mistakes to look out for. Okay, so without that, let's see what we picked up at Costco. So one of the first things I'm going to show you here is a bulk thing of napkins. Now, napkins, really, they have a multitude of items or uses. You can clean with them, use them as napkins, toilet paper, Kleenex, so on and so forth. The list goes on. So they're a very universal product to have. It never hurts to have napkins on hand. Next, we have these wonderful little French side, sorry guys. There we go. Cotton rounds. Now basically these work better than cotton balls because they don't fall apart or frail as easily as cotton balls do. These we'll use for first aid, we'll use, for vanity reasons. Basically, they can also be used to help wash your face when you're limited on water. So we're going to keep a bunch of those in stock. Next, we have our pain relief and over-the-counter medication. Here we have acetaminophen, we have cold and sinus, and ibuprofen. Now, the reason that you have both ibuprofen and acetaminophen is because you can take both of them without worry of really hurting yourself. It's not like you can do like 4 pills of ibuprofen. No, you do 2 of each, if need be. Now, the acetaminophen is a pain relief, whereas the ibuprofen is a pain relief and an anti-inflammatory. So they both have different uses. One's for a headache and one's for swelling or first aid use. The cold and sinus. Now, I'm a guy, so I get the man cold every now and then. Not very often, but when I do, it's bad. So I like to have that on hand because it helps relieve the symptoms and there's a lot of stuff to do. Duct tape. Now, duct tape is a very universal product. I'm going to say that about a lot of the stuff we have today, or maybe a few other things. But duct tape, you can use it as a Band-Aid if need be, to tape things together, obviously. Just a whole plethora of uses. Patch up holes for leaks, just all over the place. Next, we have aluminum foil. Aluminum foil, this also, sorry guys, has a universal use. It has so many different uses. You can actually make a cookie sheet out of it. Miranda has actually made trays to put her plants in so that she doesn't leak water all over the floor out of the tin foil. So really it's an all-around strong use. Food wrap. Food wrap, well, let's look at wrapping food up. And I'm sure there's other uses as well. If you have any ideas as to what else we can use this for, please put it in the comments below. Now we're going to get into hygiene. This here is my deodorant. We got it from Costco, 5 sticks in each one. And this will last me about a year. That's about a year's worth of deodorant for me. I will rotate these in and out. Shaving cream. There's another year of shaving cream for me. That's a year's supply. Again, I'll rotate those in the first in, first out, or FIFO. If you hear me say FIFO, it means first in, first out. Next, we have a razor. Now, this razor isn't particularly expensive. It isn't the one I use all the time, but I have used it in the past, and it does work very well. The reason that I picked it up this time is because I still have all 4 cartridges from the previous time I had this razor. The razor just disappeared. We have no idea what happened to it. Miranda. Now here we have some body wash from Miranda. We are going to have bars of soap in our pantry just so that when this runs out, we're good to go still. But we will be rotating that out. The Dove. Now I spoke with Miranda before this, and it turns out this is about an 8-month supply. So we're going to have to double up on these just to be safe. Now with the shaving cream, she told me the same thing, that this is about an 8-month supply, so we will be doubling up on that as well. In fairness, she does use more shaving cream than I do. Lastly, this one right here. I'm sure all of you can understand the importance of this. Now this one right here is about a 3-month supply. So because of how much of a necessity these are, we will probably keep a 2-year supply of this, buying a box at a time. So there you have it. Those are some of the things that we picked up at Costco. Now I'm not going to do this every time we go out and get a bunch of stuff for the pantry, because that would just be way too many videos of stuff we pick up. Instead, once the pantry is all put together, I'm going to go through what we have in the pantry and go from there. Now, that's pretty much it for this video. Until next time, guys, have fun, keep prepping.